Hi, and welcome to the final episode of the BreakFree Body Series. Today, I'm going to speak about my number one topic, which is sleep. Yes, it's all about getting those Z's while you sleep, and I'm going to be sharing with you 6 techniques that I've implemented and use in order to get the best night's rest. Number 1, I ensure that there's a gap between dinner and sleep of at least 2 to 3 hours. In the last episode, we spoke about the gastric emptying. So that's when the food goes from the stomach into the intestines. But while the food is in your stomach, there's a lot of energy that's being used towards digestion, less towards healing while you sleep. So ensure you have that gap of at least 2 to 3 hours. And on top of that, ensure that you're eating food that's easy to break down. Because if you're eating a lot of protein, a lot of raw food, a lot of processed food, it's more hard to break down, takes longer in the stomach, and that's more for the digestive system, and again, less energy towards healing while you're sleeping. The second is caffeine. I know all of you, or many of you, love your caffeine and tea. But caffeine in coffee has a half-life of 4 to 6 hours. That means if you have your last cup of coffee just after your lunch, the caffeine effect is still about 25% when you go to bed, assuming you go to bed around 10 or 10:30. So ideally, you want to have your caffeine in the earlier part of the day so that it doesn't affect your sleep. Number 3, digital devices, screens, and lots of light. We want to avoid them, we want to stop them, we want to reduce them an hour before bed, right? Just eliminate it. Why? Because these devices, the TVs, the bright lights are emitting blue light, and blue light hampers with the production of melatonin, which is absolutely key to fall asleep and for your physical recovery. Now you might say, but Sahil, I work across time zones. I love the evening time. I'm with my spouse. I'm watching a great show. Look, if you absolutely must, invest a little bit of money into blue light filter glasses. It's not going to cost you much. And while wearing those, that will still not hamper with the production of melatonin, and hence you'll get a great night's rest. Number 4, charge your digital devices, so your laptop, your tablets, your phones outside of your room. I don't know about you, but on many occasions, if I woke up, I would reach out with my eyes closed and barely keep my eyes open. I'd still try to stare at my screen and see if I got a message or an email or something in the middle of the night. Again, that's disturbing my sleep. I don't want to have those thoughts. Just keep those away. Number 5, it's absolutely key that you fall asleep at a time that's consistent and in line with the circadian rhythm. So if you try to go to bed, if you go to bed between 10 and 10:30, that's wonderful, because between 10 and 2 a.m. is when melatonin production is heightened, and that's where physical recovery is happening. And the mental recovery is happening more from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. So even if you got 7, 8 hours of sleep, if you're going to bed at midnight or later, and you wake up 6, 7, 8 hours later and you say, oh, I got enough sleep. Yes, but you didn't get enough of the physical recovery. And that's why you may still wake up and your body's feeling tired. And the last tip that I'd like to share with you is incorporate a sleep routine. Because the body loves routine. And it knows subconsciously that I'm about to go to bed and starts shutting down. So that could be as simple as changing your clothes, dimming the lights, brushing your teeth, cooling the room down, whatever works for you. But have a sleep routine that you're following every single night, night on night. Now, those are my 6 tips that you can start to implement to get a great night's sleep. But before we wrap up, I want to share one personal experience. Because I'm wearing this ring, this Oura ring, I'm able to track my sleep. And I said to myself, let me see what happens if I eat late and I eat a little bit heavy. So usually my average heart rate while I'm asleep is around 45 beats per minute. But that particular day, when I ate late and I ate more, my heart rate increased by 7 beats a minute while I was sleeping. That's 7 beats per minute times 7 hours. That's a lot of heartbeats that were required for everything to happen in my body. So basically my body was going through more stress while I was sleeping because it had to do more work to digest this food. So imagine how much of a difference it can make by just making these small changes that I've shared with you today. I wish you all a great night's rest.